Far beyond the crowded lanes of mapped space where the light of familiar suns fades into the cold emptiness between galaxies, drifts a planet wrapped in an almost unbearable silence, circling a swollen dying star whose pale and tired glow barely manages to brush across the desolate surface. The air is thin, dry, brittle, tasting faintly of ancient iron, and the wind that moves across the plains drags itself as though carrying the exhaustion of 1 billion years seen from afar. The surface looks inert, painted in muted reds, faded ochres and deep grays, broken only by yawning, shadowed canyons and jagged ridges of stone, so ancient they seem older than time itself, yet from certain rare angles, when the dying light strikes at just the right slant patterns reveal themselves, lines impossibly straight stretch for hundreds of kilometers, unwavering as though drawn by the deliberate hand of a giant meeting in perfect angles that vanish beneath hills of dust. Entire plains are etched with markings far too precise for chance. Vast geometric shapes so immense they are only visible from the heights of the stratosphere. And beneath these stones, an even stranger truth hides faint vibrations like the heartbeat of something immense and patient run deep underfoot, slow, steady, impossibly regular beating, not in seconds but in hours. The soundless signal hums at a frequency. Neither rock nor air should carry a resonance that feels almost alive somewhere far below the surface. Something is singing in the language of forever on the great plains of blackened dust. The first monuments break the surface, colossal pillars of glassy black stone, their towering forms veined with strands of pale mineral that shimmer faintly even under the meager sun. When the slow wind slips between them, a tone awakens in the air, low, mournful, and hauntingly steady. It is not the casual whistle of wind through stone, but a sound carrying structure, rhythm, and subtle variation, so exact it can only be the work of intention. The tone bends as one moves a step to the side, then warps again with another shift. Each variation part of a greater harmonic map invisible to the eye, yet tangible in the bones. The pillars speak through resonance. Each note, a fragment of an equation. The dust hides many, but clearing it reveals a greater pattern, circles within circles, some toppled, leaning at strange angles, others impossibly upright and perfect, encircling vast open spaces, where the floors, though buried for countless ages, still glisten faintly, as if once smoothed by flowing water. Far to the north lies a land gripped under an unbroken sheet of ancient ice. The wind there screams over jagged ridges carrying shards of frozen air that bite like blades, and beneath the centuries of frost, something unnatural glints. Excavation cuts through layers of crystallized cold to reveal towering forms like frozen coral, immense crystalline structures spiraling upward, branching and fusing together as though grown, not built. Their walls curve without joint or seam, glistening under the dim light, some containing within their depths a soft, persistent glow. The streets between these towers twist in spirals, guiding toward a shattered central spire, broken clean in half, lying across a plaza whose stones are fused into glass. Beneath the ruin is a chamber locked in darkness for ages within its frozen walls. Massive faceted crystals rise like silent sentinels. Not dead stone, but living archives that answer to touch. Faint light stirs within them, building in brightness until the surface blossoms with shifting images, revealing visions of a world once steeped in impossible beauty, skies alive with drifting cities like islands in the air, beings of impossible grace moving between them. Vast, living ships gliding through oceans of cloud and light, but every vision ends the same. A great shadow spills across the sky, drowning light and life alike, swallowing cities whole until all is silent and black, and nothing remains. Deeper still into the crust lies a vault, unlike anything on the surface, its shape impossibly perfect, its curves bending in ways no natural structure could. Its very material, older than the rock that cradles it. Within the chamber rest artifacts preserved as though time itself dare not touch them, tools without name, devices so intricate their purposes are unknowable, crafted from materials no charted world contains. More unsettling still are objects that should not yet exist, devices from civilizations that will not rise until far in the future. their presence here a defiance of all time. In the center of the vault, a single slab of obsidian black hums with rivers of flowing light, its surface alive with the cosmos itself. Galaxies bloom and wither in moments, spiraling in their endless dance points of light, flare rhythmically marking destinations. The map shifts moment by moment, recalculating, refining its luminous pathways, all leading toward distant, uncharted stars, where the silence is deepest. The earth beneath shudders, revealing a shaft plunging into the depths, where gravity loses its truth at the bottom. The planet's secret is laid bare. It is hollow within, lies a world bathed in its own unending glow. Floating continents drift across a sea of living light, forests shimmer with bioluminescent blue, rivers of molten silver wind between mountains that vanish into clouds. Immense biomechanical guardians pace their eternal routes around a single colossal structure at the world's center. Each form a seamless union of organic beauty and mechanical precision. Their skin a living weave of alloy and flesh, moving with the stillness of ritual and the inevitability of machines. At the heart of their guarded territory rests the stasis vault, its deep, slow pulse a heartbeat that seems to echo through stone and sky. Within it sleeps the preserved genetic essence of the builders, their memories, their art, their science, their history, all held in patterns of light, awaiting the moment of return. They did not die. They wait. The tones from above grow louder, the map flares brighter, the crystal archives whisper a final warning. It comes again, the pulse of the vault quickens, the guardians halt as one, their faceless heads lifting toward a sky they cannot see. The entire world holds its breath, and in that unbearable stillness, a sound rises deep, resonant, unbroken. The voice of the planet itself speaking again. After an age of silence, the sound swells, filling the hollow heart, rushing through stone and air, racing across the frozen plains between the black pillars, and into the endless reaches of the dark where the waiting universe listens.